Yes, I'd like to report a crime, an international war crime. This bottle of Stella cost me £6 at Glasgow Airport while I was waiting on my flight out to Tirana in Albania. And don't get me started on my panini and undercooked chips at London Heathrow, because I don't want to start my first travel video by bursting out crying. Just a quick one, folks. I got to Albania a couple of days ago. Loving it so far. People are so nice, beautiful weather, and 1980s prices for goods, which is nice. Not the only great thing about this country, but it's definitely a bonus. Let me show you the view from my hotel room. Not the best, but you get a wee glimpse of the Balkan architecture there. Scottish people, what is that yellow disc in the sky? Alright folks, checking you out the now Cosmopolitan. I'm at Bow Bar just now. Very nice place. And for this cappuccino and a nice glass of ice water, it came to 160 lek, which is £1 and 12 pence. I am happy to pay that, because you know, in Glasgow city centre we would be talking easily about £4 for that, wouldn't we? God, I love the prices in Albania, I really do. Cheers. That's me just finished my second cappuccino. Just a wee tip for you, if you're in Albania, they bring out the bill for you for every item that you buy as you go. You usually put it under the item. So I'll put it there and they're added up, and I'll just pay for both of these. And then I'm going to go into the centre and show you a bit more of Tirana. Now this structure is very interesting. In the 90s, after communism fell, Albania wanted to promote the arts and start getting tourists in, get people interested in the country and coming to visit. And there was a Japanese artist gifted this to the city of Tirana. It's called the Cloud Pavilion. What do you guys think of the Cloud Pavilion? I don't know much about art, so I don't want to say anything. I think it's interesting, but to me it kind of looks like a structure you might see in a Glasgow building site. It's interesting though. Obviously you can go up it as well. But a thing I like better than the Cloud Pavilion is a wee secret bit that's just round the corner. Round that corner there. How cool is that? And this is just hidden away, and it gives you a wee insight into the communist past of Albania. Hi Joseph. There's Lenin there. I'm pretty sure when it was constructed the arms were actually there. I think it's someone who's not been a fan of communism has blown the arms off at some point. To be fair, the people of Albania, they really suffered under communism, under the dictator Enver Hoxha. I think that might be part of the reason that the Albanian people are so easygoing and such nice people, just because it was so hard for them back in the days of communism. So they probably appreciate the things in life that most of us take for granted. Okay, there's a wee history lesson for you there. It's getting a bit hot now, starting to get to midday, so I think it's time to get in the shade and get a wee cheeky beer. Just stopped in this wee bar. They didn't actually have any Albanian beer, so I've had to settle for Mistress Stella and her charms. Looks like they got me some Doritos here as well. Nice. Gezoa. I believe Gezoa means cheers in Albanian. I think. Opa! Interesting washing line that. You better hope there's not a strong wind later. Don't make the same mistake I did when you're buying water for your hotel room. I grabbed the first one I saw in the fridge. I took it back to the hotel room, unscrewed the lid, and I heard the unmistakable tss sound. I looked at it and it's got all the bubbles coming up. It's the sparkling water, isn't it? Just the most horrendous drink ever. Sparkling water. Why is that a thing? Evil. And it was too late and too much hassle to go out and buy a normal bottle of water. So I just left the lid off. I thought I'll just let it go flat. So seeing as how there's not a fridge in my hotel room either, that was me drinking flat, lukewarm, sparkling water. Not fun.